Hey folks, it's a beautiful evening. So the news today is that Canada Post is going to be making global offers to both bargaining units in the coming week. It's been about 5 weeks, almost 5 weeks since we made our offer back to them, and that they said that they would not. They expected us to reply to them. Well, here we are. Now they're replying to us. Probably because we changed our ban from an overtime ban to a flyer ban, and that's hitting their bottom line in ways. I've also heard some rumblings that Minister Lightbound, who's the Joel Lightbound, Minister of Procurement and that sort of thing, has basically been tapped at this point. He's technically in charge of Canada Post, but they've been leaving it up to the Minister of Labour, or Jobs and Families as it is now, to determine what is going on. But it's good news. It really is. So I mean, even if their offer is terrible, and it probably will be, that means we can make another counter offer, see where it is they want to move on, and that's really a good thing. It's been way too long. It's been, God, almost 2 years, and now we're actually starting to get down to negotiating. We wouldn't have all these problems if we, had just had contracts settled. But that's neither here nor there. One of the things I also like to talk about is executive members potentially traveling to Thailand to attend the UNI conference. So, one, your dues aren't going to pay for this. So if you go to Appendix R in our contract, basically at some point or another we've negotiated a part of the contract to include that the corporation will pay us to participate in international activities supporting unionism. They have to put something like $200,000 in over the course of the contract to support these activities. So it's not your dues. Two, from my understanding in the meeting that I was in today, Jan Simpson has not gone to Bangkok. She is here in Canada, prepared to meet at the negotiating table. She may have intended to go. That's really up to her. But seeing that there's movement, she's here in town, or in Canada. So let's be cautious when we start yelling things out. Do you think it's appropriate for us to go? Well, the UNI, from what I understand, is having a conference on the future of post offices around the world. So I think it's important. And we've been participating in this apparently for decades. And it's important to see how other postal operations are adjusting to changes in the way the world work. So some of our members of our executive are in Thailand. They are at the UNI conference. What can I say? Your dues aren't paying for it. And yeah, it would have been this is terrible optically to look like you're abandoning your own members while the negotiations, which have been going on for the better part of 2 years, are happening. So, but because there's movement, Jan Simpson's still in Canada, and she's going to be participating in these negotiations. So, it's very, very easy for us to punch at our union, to punch down at them. And I'd say down because I don't have any power over you. You're the member. You have some power over me. I don't have any power over you. I can't discipline you. I can't cause you to lose work. None of that stuff. But we need to be cognizant of that when we punch down. We should be asking why. Why are we punching down at people instead of punching up? Because it's much harder. Like, I understand it's challenging to punch up at your employer because they sign your paychecks. They can discipline you. They can punish you. You're responsible for your employment. I mean, in theory, they could just walk up to you and say you're fired. We would fight for you, and you would get your job back if there was no grounds for them to do so. But they could just do that. So it is much more challenging to punch up. You need to be careful and calculated in how you do that. But there's some exciting things coming. This change for a flyer ban has apparently invigorated people. And more ideas are coming out. So hopefully we'll see some things in the future. All right. You guys have a great night. Keep your chin up. Things are looking up. All right. Have a great day.